Hey guys, in this video we'll discuss about the multiple types of vulnerability. So in the context of computer security, a vulnerability refers to a weakness or flaw in a system that could be exploited by an attacker to compromise the integrity, availability or confidentiality of that system or the data is processes. So vulnerability can exist in various components of a system that include softwares, hardware configuration and even that human behaviors. So in this video we'll discuss about different type of vulnerabilities. So let's start with software vulnerabilities. So these type of vulnerabilities are flaw or weakness in a software application or in operating system. So we can take example that buffer overflow, SQL injection, cross-site scriptings and insecure deserialization. The second is hardware vulnerabilities. These vulnerabilities are related to flaw in hardware components such as like processors, memory modules, or their peripherals devices. For example, the specters and meltdown vulnerabilities discovered in certain CPU architecture were hardware vulnerabilities. So if we search about spectrum and meltdown, so we can easily identify that the vulnerabilities is related to that are hardware part. Then third is configuration vulnerability. So configuration vulnerability arise from improper settings or configurations of systems, networks or application. So these may include default password, unnecessary services running, misconfigured access control or weak encryption setting. The next is network vulnerabilities. These vulnerabilities involve weakness in network infrastructure or protocols that could be exploited by an attacker to gain unauthorized access or disrupt communications. So examples including that open ports, weak encryption protocol and insecure wireless network. So next is human induced vulnerabilities. So human error or behavior can also lead to vulnerabilities. For instances, that users falling to phishing scams, sharing password or just ignoring the security best practices can create the vulnerabilities in a system. The next is physical security vulnerability. So physical security vulnerability involves weakness in the physical infrastructure or a system such as that unprotected server rooms, easily accessible network equipment or lack of surveillance measures. The number 7 is zero day vulnerability. So these are vulnerabilities that are known to the vendor or the public and have not been patched yet. So they called zero day because attacker can exploit them immediately without any warning or defense in a place. The last is backdoor. Intentionally inserted vulnerabilities by developers or attackers to bypass security mechanism. These can be left in the code or system for various reasons such for debugging purpose or for malicious intent. So understanding and addressing these vulnerabilities through practices like regular software updates, security patches, secure coding practices, penetration testing, and use education are essential for maintaining the security and integrity of the system and data. So this is the types of vulnerability. I hope now you have an idea about the types of vulnerability. So that's enough for today. We'll meet in next video. So if you like my video, like, comment and subscribe. Okay, tata, bye bye.